Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome to St. Aug's University as the championship series against the Fredrick Flying Cows and your Raleigh Firebirds. Welcome inside St. Augustine's University. Tonight's tip-off, Petey Dorse and Corey Frazier here. Corey, welcome aboard.
Yeah, great time for playoff basketball here in Raleigh as the Flying Cows in just their sophomore season looking for a title already as they face a Firebirds team that was a buzzer beater away from going to the TBL finals last year, as both teams a lot at stake here.
That's exactly right. A lot of these players have played against each other in the TBL, and they know a lot of how each team prepares, as the Fredrick Flying Cows, coached by one of the pristine coaches in the TBL, Ed Corporal. He always has the players show up and show out every game they step foot on the court. But, you know, one key component in tonight's matchup, Corey, is Charlie Margar will not be playing for the Flying Cows as he is dealing with an injury. Charlie is a defending champion in the BCL, is picking up the championship up in the BSL before he come back down here to reunite with the Flying Cows, who he played last season. The Flying Cows have a little sauce in their step here against the Firebirds. The Firebirds knocked off the Flying Cows in last year's TBL playoffs. So we can expect this game to be nothing else but one of the best games in the TBL in this series all across the TBL. Is we've got some great matchups. You know, last night we saw Potawatomi, hand Logan Sport Iron Horses by 70. And then we watched the Capital Seahawks pick up the win at home against Albany Patroons. That's a big game series that we need to pay up to watch, because it easily could be the Raleigh Firebirds versus the Capitals, or Albany, or vice versa. Fredericksburg could be playing either one of those. The Capital Seahawks are in the same, they come from the same area of the TBL. So, paying a close attention to the Capitals and Albany. That series right now, Capitals lead 1-0. This is, like I said, game one. Game tonight, travel tomorrow, and back up to Frederick, Maryland on Sunday and Monday to finish off Mondays, if needed, in game three. But, Corey, looking at the Raleigh Firebirds without Draco Palmer in the playoffs this season, we saw that we went 3 games against Tampa last weekend. Not something that we don't want to go that deep, especially in the first round.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to get into dog fights with teams like that. Tampa Bay was very outmatched as far as depth went in that playoff series. You're not going to find that again against Fredrick. Fredrick is a very stacked team led by Coach Ed Corporal, who's already tasted TBL gold before, led the Enid Outlaws to a title in 2021. So he already knows what it's like to win, and he's going to have that type of championship DNA running through the Flying Cows. So Raleigh has to bring their A game in this playoff series.
Definitely, we're 5 minutes and 10 seconds away from getting this game started. Both teams to the court as the Fredrick Flying Cows and your Raleigh Firebirds will be up next.
Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh Midtown, where comfort meets convenience. Located just minutes from downtown Raleigh, our hotel offers a perfect blend of style, sophistication, and southern hospitality. Relax in our modern guest rooms, indulge in exceptional dining, or host your next event in our versatile meeting spaces. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown and experience the best of Raleigh in style. Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh.
The Raleigh Firebirds and the Fredrick Flying Cows are going to match up in this big series here in Raleigh. Start off in Raleigh, the Fredrick Flying Cows out of the Mid-Atlantic and the Raleigh Firebirds out of the South Atlantic. Corey, one thing, both teams had respectable wins this year. Both teams had 3 losses. Fredrick Flying Cows played 24 games, and Raleigh Firebirds played 20 and Raleigh Firebirds ended the regular season 17-3, and the Fredrick Flying Cows 21-3 with a higher winners percentage. That forced us to be the visiting team and having to go up in Fredericksburg. But, what's some of the key factors in this game that you're going to pay attention to in this series, Corey?
The thing I'm going to be paying attention to the most is the matchup between Javon Adams and Julian Gamble. Javon Adams, one of the best rebounders in the TBL. He's 4th on rebounds in the TBL and then 3rd in offensive rebounds. The dude is an absolute monster. Kind of reminds me of Amari Stoudemire. Very good pick and roll player. Doesn't really have necessarily a strength that Julian Gamble has, but he makes up for it in so many different ways. He's the leading scorer for the Fredrick Flying Cows. Him along with Kyle Stewart, who's a great just all-around defensive player for Fredrick. He's able to defend so well. Ed Dyson III as well, also able to defend as well. For Raleigh, it's going to be the main man in the middle. Julian Gamble had a great playoff series against Tampa. You saw in Game 3 he was getting doubled, and he was attracting a lot of attention. Fredrick has the size to match Raleigh that Tampa did not have. So Fredrick is definitely going to look to send bodies at Julian Gamble. Daquan Antoine is another guy to look out for Raleigh, a great scorer, the best shooter in the TBL, and the best shooter on the Firebirds, a team #1 in three-point percentage. So, yeah, a lot of guys to look out for in this playoff series.
Yeah, you know what? In this series, I'm looking at to see what the veterans for the Raleigh Firebirds have to offer. You got Daquan Antoine, that's in the top 5 in three-point percentage on the season at like 49%. But this game right here, I feel like a lot's relying on your point guard. DJ Thomas, we saw what he did in the last series, went out with a little sprained ankle. I talked to him prior to the game. He said he's good to go. Been stretching, just need to kind of watch that. But, the veteran Ahmad Abdullah, I'm expecting Ahmad to have a breakout game 1, game 2, possibly if game 3 we need to. But like you said, they've got the size, they've got the height just like we do. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how each team matches up. It's definitely going to be the front court of how each team comes out in this to get a jump start. We got a nice crowd piling in here. We're 1 minute and 14 seconds away from the start of lineups. We're going to take one final break and come right back here inside St. Aug's University, the home of the Raleigh Firebirds.
At York Properties, we have been a trusted partner in real estate and property management in the Triangle for over a century. As a family-owned business, we prioritize building lasting relationships, supporting our community, and providing exceptional service with integrity. Whether you're buying, leasing, managing, or investing, York Properties is your dedicated partner every step of the way. Experience York. Visit yorkproperties.com to learn more. At Pivot Physical Therapy, we don't just treat injuries, we transform lives. Our expert therapists are passionate about helping you move beyond pain and unlock your full potential. With cutting-edge techniques and a personalized approach, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't settle for limits. Pivot toward a stronger, healthier you. Visit pivotphysicaltherapy.com today and take the first step toward your comeback. At TFSNC, we are dedicated to transforming lives and strengthening communities across North Carolina. Through comprehensive support, education, and empowerment programs, we equip individuals and families with the tools they need to overcome challenges and achieve lasting success. We're breaking down barriers, creating opportunities, and building brighter futures. Join us at tfsnc.org and be a part of the change today. At York Properties, we have been a trusted partner in real estate and property management in the Triangle for over a century. As a family-owned business, we prioritize building lasting relationships, supporting our community, and providing exceptional service with integrity. Whether you're buying, leasing, managing, or investing, York Properties is your dedicated partner every step of the way. Experience York. Visit yorkproperties.com to learn more. At Cardinal Family Dentistry, We're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit CardinalFamilyDentistry.com today.
Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh Midtown, where comfort meets convenience. Located just minutes from downtown Raleigh, our hotel offers a perfect blend of style, sophistication, and southern hospitality. Relax in our modern guest rooms, indulge in exceptional dining, or host your next event in our versatile meeting spaces. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown and experience the best of Raleigh in style.
Welcome to Jack's Seafood and Soul Food, where flavor meets tradition. We bring you the finest seafood and soul food, crafted with care and inspired by time-honored recipes. From our perfectly seasoned shrimp to our mouth-watering collard greens, every dish reflects our commitment to quality and authenticity. Whether you're dining in or ordering online, Jack's is your destination for a truly unforgettable meal. Experience soul food like never before. Visit us at jacksseafoodandsoulfood.com to learn more and place your order today.
Welcome back inside St. Augustine's University. National anthem was just performed. The Flying Cows and the Raleigh Firebirds getting ready to get squared off here in this championship round. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for the visiting Fredrick Flying Cows. They'll start number 2, Ed Dyson III, number 3, Ronald Scott, number 7, Kyle Stewart, number 8, Tavares Sledge, and number 35, your man to watch, Javon Adams. So we'll take a look at the Raleigh Firebirds. They'll come out and start Daquan Antoine, Ahmad Abdullah, along with Mason Harold and Shaq Dance and Julian Gamble. So tonight's matchup, the Flying Cows and the Raleigh Firebirds, Petey Doris and Corey Frazier here inside St. Aug's University. Corey, any final thoughts before this game gets tipped off?
Yeah, PDS. Raleigh, if they want to win this game, they're going to have to play their game. A lot of times, especially starting off in that playoff series against Tampa, they started to play Tampa's game, and it was very detrimental. This Fredrick team isn't a team that shoots a lot of three. They're actually in the bottom 5 in the TBL in three-point attempts. So Raleigh's going to have to take advantage of that as one of the best three-point shooting teams in the TBL and attack.
You know, right now we need to take a look at Dante Green. He is in the roster. He is on the sidelines dressed in uniform tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how the rotation goes for Coach Antonio Davis, how he plans to utilize the height, the 6'10". You can't leave a 6'10" guy on bench too long, Corey.
Yeah, as Raleigh in that last playoff series, Coach Antonio Davis used that a lot, used his size to his advantage in very different lineups, whether it be Mason Harrell and Julian Gamble. I wouldn't be surprised, Petey, if we see a Mason Harrell, Julian Gamble, and Dante Green lineup in all at the same time.
Fredrick Flying Cows and the Raleigh Firebirds getting ready to get tipped off here inside St. Aug's University. 12 minutes on the clock. The Flying Cows will be in the camos tonight. And the Raleigh Firebirds in the candy cane striped white and red jerseys. Take a look at the huddle of the Raleigh Firebirds. Coach Antonio Davis in his first season for the Raleigh Firebirds, looking to get the Lily in season 1. Mason Harold will be jumping up against the big man for the Flying Cows, Javon Adams. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on TBL TV.tv/Firebirds. Chiming in from Fredrick, Maryland. I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Also, Mason Harold and Adams going up, and they'll re-throw it as the official Stephen Brown will be at center court, standing at about 5'9", and the Cows with the ball to start the matchup. Tonight's officials, Stephen Brown, Joseph Pettiford, and Chelsea Shewers. And the Cows with a nice look right out the gate. And that's Stewart with the first three.
Stewart doing what he does best, already knocking down a triple for the Flying Cows early in this first quarter.
Daquan Antoine going around the screen, looking inside, back out to Dance. 8 on the shot clock. Dance dancing his way through, spins, and goes up, and Shaq Dance gets in the scoring column for the Raleigh Firebirds right out the gate.
And that's the type of matchup that Shaq Dance wants. He wants whoever his defender is on the island. It's a great isolation scorer, as we just saw right there.
Dyson holds the ball and gives it up. Stewart putting it on the floor, spins at the free throw line, and we got our first foul, and they say it's on Shaq Dance on the push. You know, with just only 59 seconds off the clock, Corey, you don't expect a whistle, you know, an official to be calling that, as that could have been either way.
Yeah, that very well could have gone the other way. The Zebras are kind of lenient in Firebirds' last playoff series. They don't seem as lenient in this one.
Scott kicking it. They're 1 for 2 for 3. Mason Harrell pulls down a big rebound for the Firebirds. Dance inside to Gamble. Gamble gets a stolen from behind. It's the first turnover for the Firebirds. Ahead, splits the defenders and going up. And that was Dyson for his first bucket. 3-point lead, Fredericksburg way. Dance to Gamble. Mason Harrell's trying to clean it out underneath. Ahmad from 18. Little shooters roll, and it doesn't fall right in the hands of Scott. Scott looking ahead, kicking it to the corner. 3 contested, but right overhead is Shaq Dance, and that's a second 3 for Stewart with 6 points, and the team's 8. 6-point lead for the Cows. Gamble trying to give it up to Daquan. 11 on the shot clock. Quan stepping over Gamble and flushes it home. Daquan and Shaq Dance with only 2 points for the Raleigh Firebirds.
As Fredrick playing a different style of offense than we're used to seeing from them, as they're attempting a lot more threes. And it seems to be working here early in this first quarter.
Scott up and under, splits the defenders, and picks up an easy bucket up and under. That's Scott's first bucket. Back to a 6-point advantage, Flying Cows. Gamble off the elbow and right in hands of Scott. Scott sprinting up, pulls up. Too hard, and Shaq Dance with the rebound. Dance trying to get away from Scott. Spins on Scott. Draws the foul, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. Firebirds are third in the TBL, average 123 points. The Cows averaging 119. They're 6th in the TBL. Firebirds average 30 free throws per game, and this is number 1 for the Firebirds. The Cows 23rd. They average 26 attempts per game. Dance leaving a point on the board for the Firebirds, trailing by 6. They need to get something started here for the charity stripe.
Yeah, as Raleigh struggled from the free throw line a lot in that last playoff series against the Titans, especially forward Julian Gamble, as Shaq gets the second one to go.
Approaching a 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. Adams puts it on the floor, and Mason Harrell comes from behind him and blocks it. Daquan Antoine looking for Ahmad Abdullah and turns it, bounces off the leg of the Cows. Stay right with the Raleigh Firebirds.
And Harold just doing what he does best. Always seems to have his hands in the right place at the right time as he just swatted that one. He's second in the TBL in blocks.
Dance. You don't want to give Shaq Dance the wide open advantage from 3. Gamble backing his man down, gives it up to Daquan. Daquan flushes it home. Firebirds. 10-6. Firebirds on a first 3 for the Firebirds. Daquan.
Sledge puts it in right there. Was left wide open. Nobody was home.
Sledge with his first bucket, and Julian Gamble. And we've got a foul on Gamble. A little offensive push.
And what defense here from Sledge this early in the first quarter. He knows Julian Gamble's a very physical player. Knows that the contact is going to come. He's willing to deal with that to get stops.
Sledge out of University of South Carolina. Aiken, a 6'8" power forward. Baseline Dyson gives it up. 11 on the shot clock. Wide open 3. Mason Harrell with a rebound. Firebirds need to play their type of basketball. Cannot run with the Cows as Shaq Dance slices through the paint and picks up 2. Dance with 5 of the team's 10. Firebirds trail by 4. We got our first timeout, as Ed Corporal said. We got to slow this man down or we're going to be a long night here in Raleigh. We're going to stay right here, Corey. It's 12-10. Firebirds are down 10-4. Fought all the way back, and here we stand at the 7:20 mark in the first. What have you seen so far for the Raleigh Firebirds as helping out with offense?
As far as helping out with offense, look no further than Shaq Dance. I saw him talking as he was walking towards the bench, saying the words, "You can't guard me. They cannot guard me." If the Firebirds want to get a lead here in this game, they need to give Shaq Dance the ball. He's just a great isolation scorer, and he continues to just carve through this Flying Cows defense here in this first quarter.
You know, it was Shaq Dance that lit it up the other night, the final game in Game 3 against against Tampa Bay. We saw it. I mean, he pulled up Steph Curry range. He's got the green light for Coach Antonio Davis.
Yeah, he does indeed. Had 33 points to go along with 13 rebounds there in that Game 3 to seal it for the Firebirds, as he's been on fire and been very consistent here in these TBL playoffs.
So right now, if you're inside the huddle, we take a look at the camera right here. It's pointed right at the Raleigh Firebirds. You can see Coach Davis down there and assistant coach Mitch Jeffries, and we hear the voice of Dante Green. You know, it's great to see the big man leadership. You know, the 6'10" not even took off his warm-up yet.
Yes, Raleigh has to set the tempo there on defense. Fredrick is getting a lot of easy looks, and they're getting way too comfortable into their flow of offense. Raleigh has to make it more difficult.
Both teams coming out, keeping their starters on the court. Raleigh Firebirds and the Fredrick Flying Cows. 2-point advantage Cows' way. Daquan Antoine with 5 and Shaq Dance both with 5. It's, you know, like I said, it's the veteran leadership that we're looking to see come through on the playoffs. And they'll reset the shot clock with a whistle as Chelsea Shewers paid close attention to the shot clock, and they'll put it back at 18. 7:20 left here in the first quarter. Flying Cows and the Raleigh Firebirds. Adams wanted the ball back, but they're moving the ball around the perimeter with 8 on the shot clock. Putting it on the floor, going up. Nice attempt, but great defense by Shaq Dance to stop Stewart. Firebirds slowing up the offense. Hands it off to Mason Harold. Dance. Driving on Sledge, and Sledge throws it to the baseline. Great defense. Correction, that was Adams. Like you said, Adams leads the way with blocks in the TBL.
As Adams using that length to his advantage right there, able to rotate, and in the playoffs, defense is what wins championships. As little miscommunication there by Shaq Dance on the inbound.
Daquan. The Dance with one. Dance puts it up, beats the clock, but we have a shot clock violation on the air ball. But Adams averages 12 rebounds per game, 4th in the TBL. Top field goal percentage in the TBL, 71%. Just edges Julian Gamble, who's at 70.2%. 635 in the first. Gamble's right on the left hip of Sledge, and a turnover. Miscommunication by the Cows as Adams, along with Ronald Scott, Ahmad Abdullah brings it up with a nice belt-high dribble. Picks up his dribble, goes to Dance. Dance gets the screen and gets the flush. Dance, I tell you, Shaq Dance with 8 points. 1-3. Daquan Antoine with a 3. 6 minutes left in the first. Firebirds with a 1-point advantage. Kicking it. 3 off the left wing. Mason Harrell with a big rebound, but he hands it over and calls a foul. You know, just like that, you don't want to send Tavares Sledge to the line at any point. As I said in the pregame, they only average 26 free throws. You don't want to be shooting free throws in the first quarter.
Yeah, especially if you're a guy like Mason Harrell. Mason Harrell, in that last playoff series, was getting into a lot of foul trouble, and he takes most of the defensive load as Julian Gamble usually carries the other part on offense, as Dante Green will sub in and Harrell will ride the pine for a little bit.
Mason Harrell leads the way, and, top 4 in the TBL, averages 4.3 fouls per game. You don't want to see too many of those in the first quarter. Sledge's second free throw is good. And Sledge with 3 points for the Cows. Green and Gamble, we'll see how that trio matches up for the Raleigh Firebirds on offense and defense. Ahmad Abdullah gets in the scoring column with a long deuce. They'll say that was a 3. And the Firebirds, backdoor cut, nice look. And that's a point guard right there that you want lead your team. He's got the vision and saw the main man, Dyson, cut up the back door, and Dyson picks up his 4th point here in the first. 1-point game, and Ahmad coming up short. Big rebound for the Cows. It's Adams with his first bucket. 17-16 Cows.
And Green just left him right there, and Adams took advantage of it with the easy midi, as the overthrow right there, as it'll stay with the Firebirds.
As it went right off of the hands of Sledge. They'll check in. They'll bring in Bradshaw. Bradshaw and Damon Daniels from Aberdeen Christian University. Man stands at 5'7", but he plays like a 6'5" guard for the Cows. And Pope comes into Green. Green putting it on the floor, dropping a body, dropping a shoulder, and airballs it. And we have a foul. See it on Dante Green. That's Green's first with a block. 4:36 in the first, 17-16. Cows lead the way. For the Firebirds, Shaq Dance leads the way with 8, followed by Daquan's 5, and Ahmad Abdullah with a lone 3. Daniels, guarded tightly by Ahmad. Dyson on the left wing. Bradshaw. Daniels steps in on the baseline, a little southpaw jumper, and it's good for the Cows.
And Dyson, just fearless from mid-range, isn't going to find a shot that's really open like that at that size. He's probably used to shooting that his entire life. As Antoine with the floater.
Daquan got him to the hoop, got him off his feet, and Daquan was 7 to teams, 18. 1 point advantage. Stewart out to Sledge. Sledge with a big 3. And Julian just collapsed on the defense a little too late. Sledge with 6 points. Unofficial. Julian Gamble, as Sledge backed off of him, let him go up, and Gamble gets in the scoring column for the first time. And Green gets his second. And Joseph Bradshaw from Seminole State, the 6'8" power forward, will head to the line where the Cows are 1 for 2. The Sledge and Bradshaw, only 2 Cows to shoot for the charity stripe.
So far, a very equal game from both teams. Bradshaw misses the first. So we're seeing a lot of different rotations coming in here. Both teams utilizing the depth that they both have.
Corey Boyd coming off of the bench in for Ed Dyson III. And also Martavian Payne checked in the game. DJ Thomas in for the Raleigh Firebirds. Got Green, Gamble, Thomas, Pope, and Shaq Dance. Daquan Antoine as he makes the second. That's his first bucket. 3-point lead for the Raleigh Firebirds and the Flying Cows. Live from St. Aug's University in Raleigh as Green will inbound it at the scores table. Come into Thomas. Thomas is picked up immediately, as a lot of people know, Corey, what DJ Thomas can do off the bench.
As he's the spark plug for the Firebirds. Whenever they need some offense, they know who to go to. As Green from Narnia couldn't get it to go right there.
Green wanted it right when the pass was handed off to him. And Daniels flashes through, gets a little love from the rim, and it comes off, and he gets his own rebound over the 6'10" Dante Green. To the corner, Bradshaw. Given the 3, he'll take it for his 4th point. And the Flying Cows up by 6.
And if you're Raleigh, you're fuming. You cannot have a 5'7" point guard getting rebounds and getting second chance points as Gamble loses it. And the Firebirds, or the Flying Cows, going the other way.
Boyd inside. Had a nice feed, and we got a timeout. Firebirds, 8-point lead. Flying Cows, 28-20. You're listening to Firebirds basketball on TBL TV.
Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh Midtown, where comfort meets convenience. Located just minutes from downtown Raleigh, our hotel offers a perfect blend of style, sophistication, and southern hospitality. Relax in our modern guest rooms, indulge in exceptional dining, or host your next event in our versatile meeting spaces. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown and experience the best of Raleigh in style.
At York Properties, we have been a trusted partner in real estate and property management in the Triangle for over a century. As a family-owned business, we prioritize building lasting relationships, supporting our community, and providing exceptional service with integrity. Whether you're buying, leasing, managing, or investing, York Properties is your dedicated partner every step of the way. Experience York. Visit yorkproperties.com to learn more.
Welcome back inside St. Aug's University. Petey Norris, Corey Frazier here. Firebirds down against the Fredrick Flying Cows, 28-20. It's an 11-4 run. Flying Cows over the Firebirds in the last 2:23. We had a 1-point game at the 7:50 mark, and right now we got an 8-point advantage. Flying Cows, Corey.
As the Flying Cows just not making very many mistakes here. They're a very smart team, coached by a smart coach in Ed Corporal, as they're led by Kyle Stewart right now with 6. Kyle Stewart, last time he played the Firebirds, had 33 points. Absolutely torched the Firebirds defense, as he's looking to do the same thing here again in game 1.
Firebirds shooting 57%, so is the Flying Cows. Firebirds shooting 60% from 3. They're 3 for 5. Flying Cows shooting a smart 50%. They're 4 for 8. Free throws, Flying Cows got advantage. They're 50%. Firebirds also 50%, but the Firebirds only been to the line one time, and that was Shaq Dance. He went 1 for 2. For the Flying Cows, Bradshaw and Sledge, the only 2 Flying Cows. And Pope, Thomas, Mason Harold, Dante Green, along with Daquan Antoine in for the Firebirds. Cows keep the same 5 that started this 11-4 run. And DJ Thomas turns it right over. Is he a little too low for the 6'10" to get to the ball?
As the Firebirds can't seem to find any offense. And the guy that has the most and doing the most for them on offense, Shaq Dance, is sitting the pine right now.
Daniels for 3. Volleying with the ball and coming out with the ball is Bradshaw. Goes to Corey. Nice look. The no-look pass to Daniels, and Daniels reverses the layup up, and we got a 10-point advantage Cows' way.
And the Flying Cows continue to just stay alive on the offensive end and continue to capitalize off of second chance points due to their good rebounding.
Green with the and one.
Dante Green able to do that at any given opportunity as he gets the and one possibility.
We got 2 of the best dressed coaches in here, both of them in full suits. Antonio Davis to our right and Ed Corporal to our left. As you know, dress as you play. 1:38 left. Dante Green stands in for the 3-point opportunity for the Firebirds. So far in this first quarter, Julian Gamble with only 2 points. Dante Green with 2 himself. And the Firebirds, big tree down low, not able to get in the scoring column. It's all been the guard play. And Shaq Dance is back in for the Firebirds. They'll lob it in the mismatch, and the Firebirds get the turnover. Dance, 2-on-3. Dance behind the back. Gives it up to Mason Harold, and Mason Harold gets 2. Nice pass, nice vision for Shaq Dance as Mason Harold. Welcome to the game, young man.
And Shaq Dance, see, as soon as they put him back in the game, was able to get that Raleigh offense flowing.
15-footer, nice jump shot by Martavian Payne for his first bucket. 8-point advantage, closing in the final minute of the first quarter. DJ Thomas out to Green. Green bounce passes into Mason Harold. Clapson on the defense. Mason Harold picks up 2. And that's exactly what the Firebirds need to do, Corey. Work the ball inside whenever you see the bench players in for the Cows. Mason Harold with 4 straight points for the Raleigh Firebirds. Bradshaw hands it off. Stewart steps in long 2, kicks his feet, and Shaq Dance with the rebound. 4 seconds separate shot clock and the game clock. Firebirds trail by 6. Dance straight to the cup. Gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shaq Dance just continues to attack the paint aggressively as Bradshaw is on the other end of the court right there as they're trying to make sure the court isn't slippery here on the opposite side. As Bradshaw was down, saw the 4-on-5 advantage and took advantage of it as he heads to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Shaq Dance nearly had his man beat to the bucket, went behind his back, and the ball got caught up on his backside, and Shaq Dance able to pull it back in and go up and draws the foul. And Dance 1 for 2 so far from the line, stands in for free throw number 3. Too hard off the iron. Dance leaving 2 points on the board, but he leads the way for the Firebirds with 8. He's got 3 rebounds, 1 assist tonight.
And Raleigh has to capitalize on their free throws if they want to win this ball game, you'll see many times in close games, they could have simply been decided by making your free throws. Shaq hits the second one. If they want to win this game, they have to make their shots when they go to the line.
Firebirds working on a 7-0 run over the Flying Cows, 32-27. Cows will have the first shot, last shot. Going around the screen, driving is Daniels, nearly turns it over. Stewart with 3, leans over, Mason Harrell with the rebound, and DJ Thomas hails it up and it goes in, and it does not count for the Raleigh Firebirds as he had the ball. But that's the end of one. After one, 32-27. We'll return with quarter number 2.
Welcome to Jack's Seafood and Soul Food, where flavor meets tradition. We bring you the finest seafood and soul food, crafted with care and inspired by time-honored recipes. From our perfectly seasoned shrimp to our mouth-watering collard greens, every dish reflects our commitment to quality and authenticity. Whether you're dining in or ordering online, Jack's is your destination for a truly unforgettable meal. Experience soul food like never before. Visit us at jacksseafoodandsoulfood.com to learn more and place your order today.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
Welcome back inside St. Aug's University. PD Norris, Corey Frazier here. Quarter number 2 about to get underway. Flying Cows 32, Firebirds 27. Interesting fact, the Flying Cows only 2 points in the final, 2:27. Corey, you got the unofficial box scores of the first quarter so far.
Dante Green right now has 2, Mason Harrell with 4, and Shaq Dance with 9, as the Firebirds trying to cut down on this lead. As for the Flying Cows, Stewart with 6, Sledge with 6, and then Dyson the third with 4 for the Flying Cows.
DJ Thomas could have been that spark in the second quarter as he gets the lone 3 and it rims out, and Jeremiah Pope. And it's Firebirds ball as Pope got saved by the official Chelsea Shewers on that one.
Pope was looking for the putback right there, but they keep the ball and keep the possession right now as Shaq Dance has it, has the isolation, so give it to Green. Green now has the isolation, so he'll look to do something with it. Spin move.
Gives it up. Pope for 3, no. And a tip, and Shaq Dance gets the credit for the tip, and that counts. 32-29, Firebirds cutting in this deficit against the Flying Cows. They come off the bench in the second quarter. Spinning in the paint, Dyson. Shot too hard, Green all alone with the rebound.
And what
Green leading the offense.
By Dance, what a contest as Harrell gets ripped.
And I tell you, here come the Flying Cows with a one-man advantage. DJ Thomas just about was able to rebound it himself on the, if he was able to miss. And 34-29, Flying Cows, the 5-point advantage. DJ Thomas leans over the free throw line, wraps around the rim, and DJ Thomas, welcome to the game, my man. Dyson, mid-range. Nobody but white jerseys underneath. Thomas needs to slow up the offense because he got no offensive players down, but he pulls up for mid-range, a little southpaw, and is off the iron through the hands of Mason Harrell. Martavius Payne brings it up and hands it off. Scott straight to the cup, but Sledge with the rebound. Boyd spins on Green, goes up, stripped. And it's Flying Cows ball. And Boyd looking at the official, like, am I going to get the call or what?
And Raleigh making definitely a defensive adjustment here in the second quarter. As you see, PD, they're putting their hands up. They're rotating correctly on defense, and they're making an effort to contest every single shot by the Flying Cows.
Cows with 9 on the shot clock. They'll come into play to Payne. He'll go baseline, and with the putback, Martavius Payne.
As we got a smaller basketball that was on the court there from a young Raleigh Firebirds fan. Basketball of all sizes in the TBL playoffs right now as DJ Thomas brings it up the court.
Thomas hands it off to Pope. Pope looking inside, no one moving, popping out Harold. Mason Harold inside, somebody needs to cut back door, but he turned it over. 1-on-3, goes up, and Mason Harold I'll say it was right off of the Cows as no foul. Mason Harold staying out of foul trouble on that one. Thomas gets it in. 9:33 left, second quarter. Flying Cows lead by 5. Biggest lead for the Cows, 10, as he stood 30-20. Green to the corner to Pope. Pope, shoulder spot on the court, misses the 3. Right in the hands of the Flying Cows. Firebirds need a rebound. Payne driving. No one to contest him as Daquan falls off on the defense. Back to a 7-point advantage, Flying Cows. You can see the rotation for the Firebirds coming off the bench is Ahmad Abdullah. Daquan goes around Green. And Pettiford says off of the Flying Cows, and Ahmad Abdullah checks in for Jeremiah Pope.
And the downside of being so big sometimes, you can even get in the way of your own teammates right there. That seemed to be the case as Antoine was trying to get around Dante Green on that screen right there.
Thomas goes around the screen, the double screen driving. Little southpaw, unable to connect. Big rebound for the Flying Cows. Leans over, nearly draws the foul, but going up was Scott. And Scott with 4 points. Just 2 in the first quarter. It's an 8-4 advantage. Flying Cows as Green misses the long 3. The 6'10" forward pulling up from deep. And Adams stepping on the baseline. So Julian Gamble will be in for Dante Green. Reset offense for the Raleigh Firebirds and the Cows. Ahmad Abdullah, DJ Thomas, Julian Gamble, Mason Harold, and Daquan Antoine. Daniels in, along with Scott, Sledge, Adams, and Dyson for the Flying Cows. Bounce pass from Thomas was a little too short for the 6'9" out of University of Miami. Julian Gamble's another turnover for the Firebirds.
Their 8th of the game, PD.
Adams. Ahmad pulls it back down for the Raleigh Firebirds. They'll slow up the offense, trailing by 9. Gamble. Back out to Thomas. And we have a 5-second on the Raleigh Firebirds.
As it'll be a defensive 3 seconds right there. Does that look to be on Sledge? And Sledge conversating as Antoine shoots the free throw and knocks it down.
(40-32), Raleigh Firebirds trail the Flying Cows on TBL TV. Game 3 will be Sunday from Fredrick, Maryland. Neither team has a foul here in this quarter. Coming up on the next dead ball will be the media timeout. Ahmad looking to get some separation on Daniels. Gamble inside. Two-handed slam. And the big man with 4 points for the Raleigh Firebirds. 40-34.
Sledge trying to be physical with Gamble right there. And Gamble made him pay for that as he just threw him out of the way and threw it down. As the Raleigh Firebirds try to cut down this lead by the Flying Cows a little bit here as we inch toward the middle of the second quarter.
Kyle Stewart in the game for Ed Dyson III out of Austin P. The Sledge will come into play to Scott. Scott guarded tightly by Ahmad Abdullah. Firebirds with the starting rotation in. Down by 6. Backdoor. And the Firebirds getting a turnover. It was a nice look by Adams as Scott was cutting towards a bucket. Daquan Antoine picks up his dribble. Over to Gamble with 7 minutes left in the first half. Gamble backing out Sledge. Sledge reaching. And alley-oop to Adams, and Adams misses. And it stays right with the Flying Cows.
As we see the same thing yet again, the same scenario. Gamble has the isolation right there with Sledge in the post. Sledge was able to get it and poke it out right there. It's a very physical brand of basketball being played between these two, as you're going to see that between big men, especially in the playoffs.
Missing the three was Kyle Stewart. Firebirds pulling down a rebound. Daquan. Great defense and one. Daquan said, "You can't handle me, boy. Head back to Maryland." And the foul's going to be on Damian Daniels. With a little reach. Try to steal the ball. Don't happen in this league, buddy.
As Daniels reached, and Antoine was the teacher right there. He goes to the line to
reach on the teacher. The sheriff will come by.
Looks to cut this lead down to 3.
Firebirds on a 5-2 run. They could cap it off with a 6-2 run here. Daquan Antoine eyes the bucket and flushes it home. Firebirds within 1 possession. 6:37 left. Stephen Brown hands it off to Sledge. Sledge gets it in. Sledge sets the screen on Ahmad. Daniels comes down, pops it out to Sledge. Sledge all alone for 3. A little too much English, my man. Shaq dance. Gamble. Ahmad cutting to the bucket. Gamble couldn't get the ball to him. Backing Sledge down. Claps him on double team. Leaves somebody open. Ahmad to Mason Harold. No. Follows a shot. Loose ball coming out with it, the Cows. 40-37. 6:03 left. And we have one official on the sideline says the bucket was good, and the one on the baseline, no subs. Official Stephen Brown says the bucket counted. Schewers underneath didn't blow the whistle. Pretty sure he had the advantage just for being at midcourt. Bucket counted for the Cows, 42-37, 6 minutes left. Firebirds will bring it in as the gym's getting packed here in Raleigh. It was a nice block by Mason Harold.
Was a nice block indeed. Harold was able to try to get back, and it was just too little too late right there.
Dance trying to get off of Stewart's hip. Harold drops it down low to Gamble, and Gamble is pushed. And we got a timeout. Flying Cows, 42-37, 5:40 left. Second quarter, we'll take it with them.
Welcome to Jack's Seafood and Soul Food, where flavor meets tradition. We bring you the finest seafood and soul food, crafted with care and inspired by time-honored recipes. From our perfectly seasoned shrimp to our mouth-watering collard greens, every dish reflects our commitment to quality and authenticity. Whether you're dining in or ordering online, Jack's is your destination for a truly unforgettable meal. Experience soul food like never before. Visit us at jacksseafoodandsoulfood.com to learn more and place your order today.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
Welcome back inside St. Aug's University. Raleigh Firebirds shooting 53%. Flying Cows shooting 51%. Firebirds 33% from three. Flying Cows 36%. Firebirds shooting seven free throws so far. Flying Cows shot 4. Firebirds with a 4-7 advantage there. Rebounds, Flying Cows lead away 17-14. Blocks, Firebirds with 2. Flying Cows with 1. Turnovers, Firebirds 10, Cows 6. Points in the paint, Firebirds and the Cows evenly matched. The Cows lead away 24-22.
For the Firebirds, Shaq Dance leading the way with 11 points to go, along with 4 rebounds and 2 assists so far. Leading right behind him is Daquan Antoine with 11 points so far here in this game. He's perfect, 4 for 4 from the field. For the Flying Cows, it's Dyson III with 8 points. Then right behind him is Stewart with 6 points to go along with 2 assists. And behind him doing the same thing is Sledge with 6 points to go along with 4 rebounds for the Flying Cows.
Flying Cows out of the timeout, coming in with Joseph Bradshaw. He'll inbound it to Daniels in the backcourt for the Firebirds. We got the Firebirds starting 5 in. Flying Cows and Mason Harrell with a turnover. And we have a backcourt by Mason Harrell. But, you know, it's kind of hard. Mason Harrell falling out of bounds. You know, that's just the tail of the tape right there, Corey. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we don't want to say there's something good about it, but we did get the turnover for a second. Mason Harrell, where he tipped it almost nearly out of bounds.
Just a mental lapse right there. As he crossed half court, didn't think twice about it as he tried to hand it off to his point guard.
Daniels looking for someone to cut toward the back door. Gamble cheating on defense. Daniels, nice little kiss off the window. High kiss off the window. Back to a 7-point advantage, Flying Cows.
Daniels just crafty right there off the opposite foot, off of the glass.
Popping out Shaq Dance. Dance looking inside of Mason Harrell. Backing Adams down. And we have a travel. One too many steps, sir. Can't do that in basketball. Inside of 5 minutes here in the first half. Firebirds are 1 lead in this game. They led 16-15. They trail by 7, biggest deficit's 10. Flying Cows with the ball with 14 on the shot clock. Dyson driving, switching hands, Mason Harrell with the block. Saving it back to, and hands it off to Adams. Adams misses, and we have a foul. Called a foul on Shaq Dance.
As Raleigh
They'll set the shot clock to 14 for the Flying Cows. Stewart inbounding to Daniels. And the shot clock never started, so they'll put it back. Move the shot clock. .10 seconds on the shot clock. 4:34 on the game clock. Cows inbounding to Stewart. 8 on the clock. Daniels, mid-range. Flat-footed, no one with the rebound but Shaq Dance. Dance, coast to coast, and lays it up, and an and one. Shaq Dance, steady climbing with 13 points. 2 of those come from the free throw line. He's back to the line to shoot one more.
Shaq Dance just going coast to coast right there. Nobody on Fredrick had an answer for him, as he just got an easy layup to go, as they couldn't do anything except foul him on the way up.
Dance still cannot connect front of the charity stripe tonight. Just 2 for 5 for the charity stripe. Bradshaw, 3, no. Mason Harrell, box out Adams. It gets a rebound. Dance kicks it. Daquan, mid-range, southpaw, no. Ahead, 2 Firebirds fighting for it, and Mason Harrell blocks Shaq Dance, and Daniels draws the foul, and Ahmad Abdullah picking up the foul. But Shaq Dance on that kick, if it wouldn't have been behind the back and slowed the pass down, Daquan was ready to nail it. I saw it, you saw it, the world saw it.
As Daquan shoots a good-looking mid-range, as just continues to be miscommunication, and yet another mental lapse right there from Mason Harrell. Had him and Dance on the putback right there, as both of them went up for it at the same time, and that ended up causing it to go the other way.
Damian Daniels misses the first free throw. Stands with 6 points, 1 rebound so far for the Flying Cows. Misses both. Mason Harrell with a big rebound. Mason coming in, jumping up. When I walked into the gym today, he's shooting free throws, doing push-ups. He said every miss, he'd do 10 push-ups. I didn't ask him how many he had done, but he was doing it when I walked in. Dance straight to the cup, stripped as he goes up, and the ball will stay right with the Firebirds. They say it was off of the Flying Cows. 5 on the shot clock for the Firebirds, trailing by 5. They seen this same spot earlier tonight, 34-29, earlier in the quarter. Dance gets it into Gamble. Gamble far from the bucket, puts up the 3, the big man. Rolls off the iron, and Cows pushing ahead. Bradshaw. And we heard a slap by Gamble over here. Bradshaw's pass went off the bottom rubber on the goal and went right in the hands of Sledge.
Yeah, Flying Cows channeling their inner NBA streak right there. It's the only time you'll ever see a pass like that off of the backboard to a teammate, as it worked out somehow, as Sledge is now at the free throw line.
Sledge is 1 for 4 from 3 tonight. He's 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Only 6 points, shooting 40% from the field, misses the free throw. Flying Cows are 3 for 9 from 3 so far. They're 4 for 9 from the charity stripe. Sledge, nice follow through on that one. He's able to get 1 of 2. Sledge with 7 points. 7-point advantage. Ahmad's 3's good. Firebirds fighting back slowly. Sledge over to Stewart. Stewart going around the screen, pulls up long range and nails it. Looking for a call coming down the court, but hey, what are you playing? Shaq Dance straight to the cup, looking finesse as he goes up. Dance racks up point number 15, leads the way for both teams tonight.
Scott right there went baseline, then went the other way and got it over Gamble.
4-point lead. Ahmad Trying to get separation. Over to Green. Green's taking it. Got the green light, but he's 0 for 3. The 6'10" guard. 6'10" power forward. And why are you leaving? You know, if I was Coach Antonio Davis, he would set the bottom of the bench. He would set by the door. Big man taking threes like that. You need him inside. Gamble gets a little love from the iron. Back to a 5-point advantage. Cows. 1:55 left, first half. Sledge to Stewart. Looking inside. Going around the screen, pull up. Looking like Tyrese Halliburton. And pulling down the rebound. Smallest man, 6 foot Scott. Scott with 6 points. No look pass to Gamble. Gamble nearly had the and one on Sledge. 53-46. 129 left. We're going to stay right here, Corey. With just 129 left, Gamble to the line. We know what kind of shooter Gamble is for the free throw line. It's like a hack a Shaq, hack a Gamble if you're going to do that.
As the Firebirds have to first of all, they have to crash the glass. There's too many possessions for the Firebirds where they're just not getting rebounds, and they're paying the price and paying the cost of it. And then if you have a guy like Dante Green, you have to tell him to get down there in the post or at least sit in the mid-range area. He's been trying to get that shot to go all game, and it's just simply just not falling.
You know, it reminds me of how, you know, to our listeners, how Darius Leonard used to do. You weren't with the Raleigh Firebirds before, but Darius Leonard was listed at 6'9", 6'10". He prospect out of, you know, played at Wake Forest University. And Dante Green played in the ACC also at Syracuse. But, you know, every game that Darius Leonard started, Corey, was the same spot where Green shooting. Top of the key, three-pointer, had the green light. You know, I'd have to give it to Darius Leonard. He did make at least 2 to 3 every game that he saw. But Dante Green, not a high percentage shot. You don't need to be taking it trailing, because what's going to happen is you're the closest defender to the Cal side. And, you know, you got to get back if you're going to shoot and miss. You've got to collapse on defense, and he's not getting back quick enough. The Cows are getting the ball, shooting it up the court, and getting easy 2 points. Yes. You're not going to win against a team like this. The Cows are quick, and they know how to get up and down the court. 129 left, 53-46. Leading away for both teams. Shaq Dance with 15. He's 6 for 7 from the field, shooting 85% from the charity stripe. Shaq Dance struggles. He's 2 for 5 tonight for the charity stripe. We'll see Omar Jabby coming in the game. We got Jabby, Green, Shaq Dance, Julian Gamble, and Ahmad Abdullah. Omar Jabby coming over from the East Coast Basketball League this season for the Raleigh Firebirds. Has seen a lot of minutes, but been the spark plug off of the bench for the Raleigh Firebirds. Between him and DJ Thomas, the Firebirds have an equipped bench depth. Gamble. He's one of the free throws on the court. Firebirds 4 for 9. They're even shooting 95%. They would have the lead right now, Corey.
As we are just seeing how costly not hitting free throws is. As like you just said, they would have the lead, and Raleigh has to be more efficient from the free throw line and more efficient on the glass and in their shot selection.
Nice look to Bradshaw, and it's blocked by Shaq Dance. Might have had it on the body, but Dance picking up the foul.
Tricky thing about those type of chase down blocks, you almost have to block it without touching them at all. Any type of contact leads to a foul.
And Bradshaw continues to struggle from the line. Bradshaw 1 for 3. Make it 2 for 4. 54-47. 1:10 left. Ahmad to Green. Green wanted that 3 again. Driving. Little love off the iron as he goes up, and he sees what he can do. Why not do that every time he took his defender right off his feet? A sledge. Correction. Yeah, that was sledge on Green. And we have a foul. That's the foul on Omar Jabby as he fouled Scott. No, correction. Payne will shoot 2. Payne's first trip to the line. 48.9 on the clock. Rattles it through.
And Jabby had Payne's jersey right there just for a little bit. That was enough to send the Flying Cows to the line. Very costly mistake right now. You don't want to send the Cows to the line, especially when they're in the bonus this late in the second quarter.
7-point advantage. Firebirds need a spark here to end quarter number 2. Green inside to Gamble. Gamble underneath the goal and goes up and makes it. Gamble. 9 points and the team's 51. And a 5-point game from Raleigh. Correction, 4-point game. Payne going around the screen to the corner. 3's blocked. Jabby with 13 on his clock. Ahmad pulls it back. Ahmad going around. Drop it off to Green. Green goes up and picks up 2. And Green flexes. And we got a 3-point game at intermission. 56-53. We're going to return with stats, facts, and figures of the first half. You're listening to TBL Basketball on TBL TV.
At Empire Eats Catering, we turn your events into unforgettable experiences. From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, we deliver expertly crafted menus that impress and delight. Our culinary team brings passion and precision to every dish, combining fresh ingredients with bold flavors to match your unique vision. Whether it's a corporate event, wedding, or special occasion, Empire Eats Catering is your partner in creating exceptional moments. Visit empireeatscatering.com today to start planning your next event with us.
Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh Midtown, where comfort meets convenience. Located just minutes from downtown Raleigh, our hotel offers a perfect blend of style, sophistication, and southern hospitality. Relax in our modern guest rooms, indulge in exceptional dining, or host your next event in our versatile meeting spaces. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown and experience the best of Raleigh in style.
At Pivot Physical Therapy, we don't just treat injuries, we transform lives. Our expert therapists are passionate about helping you move beyond pain and unlock your full potential. With cutting-edge techniques and a personalized approach, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't settle for limits. Pivot toward a stronger, healthier you. Visit pivotphysicaltherapy.com today and take the first step toward your comeback.
Welcome to Jack's Seafood and Soul Food, where flavor meets tradition. We bring you the finest seafood and soul food, crafted with care and inspired by time-honored recipes. From our perfectly seasoned shrimp to our mouth-watering collard greens, every dish reflects our commitment to quality and authenticity. Whether you're dining in or ordering online, Jack's is your destination for a truly unforgettable meal. Experience soul food like never before. Visit us at jacksseafoodandsoulfood.com to learn more and place your order today.
At York Properties, We have been a trusted partner in real estate and property management in the Triangle for over a century. As a family-owned business, we prioritize building lasting relationships, supporting our community, and providing exceptional service with integrity. Whether you're buying, leasing, managing, or investing, York Properties is your dedicated partner every step of the way. Experience York. Visit yorkproperties.com to learn more.
Discover the joy of handcrafted perfection at Lumpy's Ice Cream. Each scoop is made with the finest, freshest ingredients, bringing you flavors that are bold, rich, and unforgettable. From classic favorites to unique creations, every bite is a celebration of quality and care. Whether you're treating yourself or creating memories with loved ones, Lumpy's is where smiles are made. Order your favorite flavors today at lumpysicecream.square.site and experience ice cream the way it should be.
At TFSNC, we are dedicated to transforming lives and strengthening communities across North Carolina. Through comprehensive support, education, and empowerment programs, we equip individuals and families with the tools they need to overcome challenges and achieve lasting success. We're breaking down barriers, creating opportunities, and building brighter futures. Join us at tfsnc.org and be a part of the change today. At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site, 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
At 5M Properties, we make your real estate dreams a reality. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our team is committed to providing personalized solutions and expert guidance every step of the way. We specialize in connecting you with properties that fit your vision, budget, and lifestyle. With 5 million properties, it's more than a transaction. It's about building trust and lasting relationships. Visit 5mproperties.biz today to find your perfect property or partner with us to sell your home.
Style Street Barbers isn't just a barbershop, it's where craftsmanship meets individuality. Our team of expert barbers is dedicated to delivering precision cuts, modern styles, and sharp shaves that bring out your best. We combine timeless techniques with the latest trends to ensure every detail is tailored to your unique personality. At Style Street Barbers, we don't just cut hair, we create confidence. Visit stylestreetbarbers.com and take your grooming experience to the next level. At Pivot Physical Therapy, we don't just treat injuries, we transform lives. Our expert therapists are passionate about helping you move beyond pain and unlock your full potential. With cutting-edge techniques and a personalized approach, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't settle for limits. Pivot toward a stronger, healthier you. Visit pivotphysicaltherapy.com today and take the first step toward your comeback. At TFSNC, we are dedicated to transforming lives and strengthening communities across North Carolina. Through comprehensive support, education, and empowerment programs, we equip individuals and families with the tools they need to overcome challenges and achieve lasting success. We're breaking down barriers, creating opportunities, and building brighter futures. Join us at tfsnc.org and be a part of the change today. At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit cardinalfamilydentistry.com today.
Welcome back inside St. Aug's University. Halftime from Raleigh, 56-53. The Raleigh Firebirds trail the Fredrick Flying Cows here on TBL TV. PD Doors, Corey Frazier. Corey, Firebirds caught themselves down by as many as 10 in the first half, and they chopped it all the way back, got within one field goal where we're at right now. You know, at the end of the first quarter, it was 30-27, and into two, it's 56-53. You know, a lot of back and forth basketball, a lot of miscommunication for the Raleigh Firebirds in that second quarter. But you can't take nothing from the Flying Cows. The Flying Cows so far tonight in the first half are shooting an impressive 51%. The Firebirds shooting 56%, Corey. But, you know, the Flying Cows shooting 6 more shots than the Firebirds in the first half. Firebirds shooting 66% from 2, 33% from 3. But the free throw advantage, both teams set at 50%. Flying Cows with 2 more free throws than the Firebirds. Flying Cows lead away in the rebounds, 23-19, 10-9 in assists. Steals, 5-3. Firebirds lead in the block column. Mason Harrell with 2 of the 4 blocks. Turnovers, Firebirds with 12. Flying Cows with 7. Points in the paint, Firebirds taking advantage, 34-30. Second chance points, Flying Cows 13-2. And fast break points, Flying Cows 12, Firebirds 2. Leading away for both teams, Shaq Dance with 15. Payne leads away for the Flying Cows with 10. Corey, what are some of the things the Firebirds need to make adjustments at halftime if they plan on getting away with a 1-0 lead going into Game 2 in Fredericksburg?
As Raleigh has to take care of the ball. Way too many costly turnovers, way too many mistakes. They have to stop being so sloppy with the basketball. They got to knock down their free throws, and they have to take smarter shots. They didn't bring it on the defensive end in the first quarter, brought it in the second quarter, and it made a big difference. It's a big reason why they're only down by 3 and not by more than that. So they have to continue to bring it on offense, be smart on defense, and they have a chance of stealing this game here in Game 1, heading into Game 2, going to Fredericksburg.
Firebirds will start with the ball here in the second half with the starters for the Flying Cows. They'll come out with Sledge, Adams, along with Martavian Payne, Joseph Bradshaw. Rounding it out is Ronald Scott. For the Firebirds, Shaq Dance, Daquan Antoine, Ahmad Abdullah, Julian Gamble, and Mason Harold be the 5 for the Raleigh Firebirds. Shaq Dance, like I said, leading away with 15 in the first half.
You see
the
physicality.
Ahmad pulling it up. Putting up the air ball to start the second half, and just 16 ticks off. And here come the Cows with the 3-point lead. Scott Looking inside to Bradshaw. We'll go back out. 10 on the shot clock. Payne, right side to Sledge. Looking inside, pulls up. 3 is off the mark. And Ahmad Abdullah hits it back to Sledge.
As the shot clock should have reset there after it hit the rim.
11:17 left. They'll set the shot clock to 14. Sledge gets it into Scott. 10 on the clock. Penetrates, goes around Gamble. Dance with a block. Back out to Payne. And Daquan steps in. Daquan and Bradshaw. Dance with a kiss off the window, and the Firebirds within 1.
What a move right there by Dance. And then Dance also on the other end and getting the block. He's rewarded for it with the layup right there.
Bradshaw. Sledge steps in, puts up a one-hander, rattles out, and it goes off of the hands of Bradshaw. Firebirds win. First chance for the Firebirds to take the first lead since they led 16-15 early in the first quarter at the 4:50 mark. Driving on Bradshaw. Gamble. Drops an elbow with a baby hook. No, it's Sledge with the rebound. Sledge wanting to pull up, slows up his dribble, 18 on the shot clock. Backdoor wasn't there. Adams going around, rattles out. Mason Harrell with the big rebound. Hits the floor hard for the Firebirds. Will slow it up. Another opportunity to take the lead. Dance to Gamble. Daquan, straightaway 3. No, Mason Harrell's backed out by Adams, and the ball goes to the Cows. Payne driving, loses the ball, driving on the floor, Bradshaw. 14 on the shot clock. Sledge, 3, no. One of these times he's going to connect. And we got a foul on Adams. Him and Gamble's been locked up since the first half. 9:36 left. Firebirds with the only points in the second half, and they'll clean up the condensation from Bradshaw when he took a dive to save the ball for the Flying Cows.
As the Firebirds right now, their defense has the Flying Cows in the Kurt ankle lock right now. They're absolutely just putting the Flying Cows into submission here on the defensive end, as they're not letting them get anything right now.
Flying Cows drop below 50% here to open in 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Firebirds shooting an impressive 53% at the midway mark. Firebirds 56%, and the Flying Cows were at 51%. If you're just tuning in, make sure you check out TBL.TV for the remaining playoff, the Chase to the Lily. We got games Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays around the TBL. Tonight we're live from Raleigh. On Sunday we'll be back in Fredrick, Maryland. And Ahmad gets it in. Ahmad guarded tightly by Scott, goes right side to Daquan. Around the screen, Gamble collapses. Daquan to Dance. Looking inside, Bradshaw on Dance. Double teamed, finds Gamble and turns it over. Sledge ahead, sprinting, going up. First bucket for the Cows belong to Ronald Scott.
As the pass right there to Gamble, just too low. Gamble,
6'10", you need to at least get it to his numbers. Great defense by Scott on Ahmad. Ahmad gives it to Gamble and Sledge. They say right off of Sledge. Sledge had an advantage around Gamble, was able to, he saw where Ahmad was trying to get to the ball.
As if you're the Firebirds and you're trying to get it to Gamble, you got to throw it high and let him be able to catch it. You can't throw a bounce pass in a situation like that, especially with how handsy this Firebirds or Flying Cows defenses. Speaking of hands, the block right there by Bradshaw.
Mason Harold had a nice look, but the 6'8" Bradshaw had an answer. Bradshaw's put back in. Mason Harold picks up the push. Send Bradshaw to the line to shoot 2. .836 left, 58-55 on the Pivot Physical Therapy scoreboard. Live from St. Aug's. You can see a nice crowd here inside St. Aug's University as humidity is thick here in Raleigh.
Yeah, the humidity.
When you got one of the officials, Brown on his knees, Stephen Brown cleaning up the condensation, that's to tell you right there how hot it is in here.
As the humidity just as thick as the tension right now between these two teams trying to win this game, as really a chess match right now, PD, between both of these teams.
The winner gets a 1-0 advantage and only has to win one of the next 2. The disadvantage for losing this game is you drop this one, you got nothing but to win the next 2. Bradshaw, nothing but net. Bradshaw picks up 6 point of tonight's contest. Misses the free throw. Mason Harold pulls down the rebound. Trailing by 4. Daquan guarded tightly by Scott. Daquan's fouled. Scott with a foul.
And Scott was all over Antoine right there. Got a little too handsy as Antoine went for his patented floater. He knocked down the first free throw. Antoine, one of the best players for the Firebirds, a very good three-point shooter, 5th in the TBL in three-point percentage, 17 points per game score, 2 assists to go along with 2 rebounds and a steal for his averages in the regular season. This guy can put the ball in the hoop at any given opportunity.
Nobody can really control Daquan as he has that left-handed floater that's, every time it leaves his hand, it's got a 95% chance of going in. 59-56 3-point advantage. Daquan Antoine with 12 points. Spins the ball, puts it up, and we have a
and
not sure what the call was, but Chelsea Shewers called the foul on Gamble.
Offensive foul on Gamble, and Gamble is contesting that it wasn't his fault, but instead
him
the
and
court's
Sledge
fault.
all night's been battling.
Yes. His case right there isn't looking too good with how physical they've been playing, even though, in my personal opinion, PD, that was definitely because of the court and how slippery it is and the humidity that's in this arena.
2-point advantage flying Cal's way. Gamble with 2 personal fouls. Cal's with the ball. Scott with 10 points. Gives it up to Payne. He'll go to Adams. Daquan is locking down Scott. Sledge picks up to Payne. Driving, puts it up. Adams with a baby hook. No. Right as the shot clock violation horn was going off. Ahmad. Daquan. No. Chasing down the loose ball. And in the backcourt, nearly have a violation. Sledge, cross court, all alone for the 3. No. Bradshaw with a putback, volley. Gamble pulls it down. 7:32 left, 59-57. Dance, left wing, 19 on the shot clock. Lobs it in to Gamble. Gamble puts it on the floor, goes up, draws it in, one! And that's the beast. Go ahead and flex, big man. Flex.
As Gamble taking his defender right to the rim there, getting the contact as he had to fight off Sledge right there. A lot of contact in the beginning. Fought off Sledge, got the ball, got the layup, and got the and one.
Checking back in the game is Stewart. Stewart along with Daniels. So Stewart will check in for Adams. And Daniels comes in for Scott. Gamble, 13 points so far in this game, averaging 21 on the season. Gamble makes it a three-point play, and the Firebirds got the lead. 60-59, 7:22 left. Petey Doors, Corey Frazier, courtside from St. Aug's. This can be the spark for the crowd. Crowd needs to get off their behinds. Daniels goes right side to Payne. Looking inside, nothing there. Popping out a Sledge. He'll lob it in to Bradshaw. Nice defense by Mason Harold. Dance. Mason Harold. Runner and Harold and the Firebirds got a three-point lead.
Firebirds on fire indeed right now as St. Aug's is starting to come alive as Sledge.
Sledge's dunk is missed. And right now we got a Firebirds 9-3 run. 6:37 left in the third. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Firebirds basketball on TBL TV.
At TFSNC, we are dedicated to transforming lives and strengthening communities across North Carolina. Through comprehensive support, education, and empowerment programs, we equip individuals and families with the tools they need to overcome challenges and achieve lasting success. We're breaking down barriers, creating opportunities, and building brighter futures. Join us at tfsnc.org and be a part of the change today.
Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh Midtown, where comfort meets convenience. Located just minutes from downtown Raleigh, our hotel offers a perfect blend of style, sophistication, and southern hospitality. Relax in our modern guest rooms, indulge in exceptional dining, or host your next event in our versatile meeting spaces. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown and experience the best of Raleigh in style.
Welcome back to St. Aug's University. Petey Doors, Corey Frazier here. Got a lot of animosity out there. Firebirds lead 62-59. Sledge and Gamble is going to be an interesting fact to watch here closing out the second half, Corey.
Yes, Sledge and Gamble been going at it all game long as Gamble seems to have the advantage right now, especially the mental advantage as Sledge missed a wide open dunk right there. Had to be frustrated about that as him and Gamble engaged in friendly conversation, to say the least, as we headed into the timeout.
Sledge only with 7 points in this contest. Sledge tonight is 1 for 6 from 3, 2 from 8 from the field, shooting 25% from 3. He's just shooting a lonely 16% from the charity stripe. He's shooting 50%. He's got 8 rebounds and a -6 on the court. Firebirds come out with Daquan Antoine, Shaq Dance, Ahmad Abdullah, Mason Harold, and Julian Gamble. For the Flying Cows, Bradshaw, Sledge, followed up by Daniels, Stewart, and Ed Dyson. Firebirds with an advantage here. Biggest lead for the Firebirds tonight. Dance Inside to Gamble, double teamed. They put it on the floor. Looking for someone to move. Mason Harrell claps. Spin around. Mason Harrell had a nice look. Splits the defender, goes up. Ahmad Abdullah getting out the way. Picked up the foul on Damian Daniels.
That's one of those ticky-tack calls right there. Is Abdullah, minimal contact from where we're sitting right there. As Daniels goes to the foul line.
You can take a look. Ahmad is showing Chelsea Shewers what he was doing. Trying to get out the way, and Dyson just, correction, that was Damian Daniels just plows right into him.
As
62-60.
Daniels listed at 5'7". You're a smaller guard, you're going to get those calls.
1 point advantage, Firebirds way, closing in at the 6-minute mark. Dance. Ahmad with 9, driving, gets his defender off the floor, and gets a little love from the rim on the mid-range.
As Abdullah pulling in his inner Rajon Rondo right there with that ball fake as he gets the layup to go to bring the lead up to 3 for the Firebirds.
Dyson gives it up to Sledge and drop it off to Stewart. Driving, double team, back out Bradshaw, 3. No. Chasing down a rebound, Ahmad Abdullah. Gamble loses it and fighting. It's Firebirds ball. It was a nice try by Daniels to save it.
And that shows you the type of player that Daniels is. Doesn't give up on the play whatsoever.
13 on the shot clock. Daquan cross court, and he saw Mason Harrell, but Mason Harrell was cutting on the baseline.
As Antoine obviously thought Harrell was going to stay in the corner on that one.
Daniels brings it up from Aberdeen Christian, the 5'7" guard. Lobs it into Adams, spinning on the baseline. And Mason Harrell stops Bradshaw from getting it, but Adams fell to the floor. Looking for the call. Mason Harrell just basically stood right there and went up, straight up on defense.
As Bradshaw blocked by the rim on that one.
Rim and
or
the backboard.
It's the backboard playing defense for the Firebirds as well right there.
Fresh 24, 4:50 left. No Cow in the backcourt as Ahmad brings it up. Daquan on the left wing, driving, high kiss off the window, looking for a call. Firebirds stay right with the ball, and we got an interception. Dyson, two-handed slam at the other end for the Cows. (64-63).
And Dyson, such a pesky defender for the Flying Cows. So he just gets in every single passing lane, as he did right there for the easy flush.
Ahmad looking inside to Gamble. Gamble popping out on the elbow. Backdoor cut, Ahmad. Gets his defender off, and whoa! Looking pretty. His defender left the floor, Corey, and I thought he had that one all day.
As Abdullah obviously thought the exact same thing as he started flexing a little too soon there. But it's all good.
So Ahmad's first trip to the free throw line through 2.5 quarters. Ahmad stands at 8 points. He's 3 for 6 from the field, 1 for 3 from 2-point, but he's 2 for 3 from deep. Shooting 66% from behind the arc. Makes his first free throw. We got a 2-point advantage. Sledge will have a seat as Boyd checks back in. Corey Boyd, 6'9" center. Last time Boyd came in the second quarter, into the first quarter, he had it, sparked a little bit off the bench. 2-point lead. Daniels crosses the timeline, puts the brakes on. Ahmad's got his eyes right matched with him. Going around the screen by Boyd, pulls up, flushes it nicely. It's our first tie of the second half. Dance going up, and he's stripped by Bradshaw. Stay right with the Firebirds.
And good defense right there by Bradshaw. Knew Dance was going up with it. He's been doing it all game.
DJ Thomas checks in for Ahmad. Dante Green came in for Mason Harold. For the Firebirds, we got Shaq Dance, Ahmad Abdullah, DJ Thomas, Julian Gamble. Dance for three. All day, every day, Dance continues hot from deep. Dance from three tonight, right 2 for there. 2.
Antoine saves it. Gamble. A lot of fingers pointing a lot of different directions right here as it'll stay with the Flying Cows.
68-65. Daniels will inbound it underneath the goal as all three officials. No reset. I'm sure they'll set the shot clock to 14. That's what they'll do. Shot clock at 14, game clock's at 3:24. Got a 3-point advantage. Firebirds, they took their first lead 60-59 at the 7:22 mark. Had one tie at 65.
As Bradshaw definitely left his feet on that one. They don't call it.
3 on the clock. Daniels to Dyson. Straight away, and it's a 3. We're tied at 68. Not sure how Bradshaw left his feet and it wasn't called. Thomas. Gamble for 15. Puts it on the floor. Backs down Boyd. Flat-footed, draws the foul. Boyd with the call.
As Boyd gets caught with the contact right there as Bradshaw was coming from behind to send it. Instead, Gamble will go to the line. Been at the line a lot here in this one. Or no, excuse me, not a lot. It seems like it should have been a lot with how physical this game has been, as this is his 3rd or 4th free throw attempt of the game.
It's 2 for 3 in the first half. Gamble misses this first opportunity here.
Gamble shot very poorly from the free throw line in that first playoff series, and it seems to be coming back to haunt him here in this Eastern Conference Finals.
Not sure what the whistle was blown for, but Gamble makes it. I'd give him credit for it. 68 apiece. Gamble gets a little love from the iron, and Firebirds ahead by 1. Crooked number for the Firebirds on the scoreboard. 2:42 left. Daniels. Inside. Boyd. Back in Gamble down. Faces Gamble, double team, collapse, wrap around, and Green collapsed on defense and got the steal. Thomas for 3. No. Had a nice look. Bradshaw with the rebound. Ahead to Daniels. Bradshaw stops, top of the key. Pulls out Green. No love. The 5'7" DJ Thomas pulls down the rebound for the Firebirds. Dance around the screen. Spinning. Kiss off the window. No. Gamble follows through. No. Who's got the ball? They're on the floor. Daniels comes out with it. Double team, Clapson, Dyson. Stepping back, Boyd. Spinning. Took 10 steps, and it's on the floor as they saw it was a foul. To me, it looked like he took 7 steps on the way to the hoop. 1:36 left, 1-point game from Raleigh. The Flying Cows lead the Firebirds. You're listening to TBL Basketball on TBL TV. We'll return.
At York Properties, we have been a trusted partner in real estate and property management in the Triangle for over a century. As a family-owned business, we prioritize building lasting relationships, supporting our community, and providing exceptional service with integrity. Whether you're buying, leasing, managing, or investing, York Properties is your dedicated partner every step of the way. Experience York. Visit yorkproperties.com to learn more.
Welcome to Jack's Seafood and Soul Food, where flavor meets tradition. We bring you the finest seafood and soul food, crafted with care and inspired by time-honored recipes. From our perfectly seasoned shrimp to our mouth-watering collard greens, every dish reflects our commitment to quality and authenticity. Whether you're dining in or ordering online, Jack's is your destination for a truly unforgettable meal. Experience soul food like never before. Visit us at jacksseafoodandsoulfood.com to learn more and place your order today.
Welcome back to Raleigh, game 1 of a best of 3. The Raleigh Firebirds and the Flying Cows matching up well here. Petey Norris, Corey Frazier here. The chase to the Lily comes through Raleigh, Corey, as the Firebirds. You know, we've had 2 ties since they took the lead at the 7:22 mark in the third quarter. We've got a 1-point advantage. You know, taking a look at the box score so far, you know, leading away for the Firebirds here in this quarter is Julian Gamble. I mean, he's got 15 of the team 68, but Shaq Dance leads the way with 18 for the Flying Cows. They've got 4 players in double figures: Daniels, Payne, Scott, and Dyson the third. For the Raleigh Firebirds, they've got 3 players in double figures and 1 slowly creeping up. Ahmad Abdullah stands with 8 for the Raleigh Firebirds, but Shaq Dance 18, 15, and Daquan Antoine with 14 for the Raleigh Firebirds. 1:36 left, third quarter. Petey Norris, Corey Frazier here. Best seat in Raleigh on the stage here at St. Aug's University, the Eagles Nest. They'll come in to Boyd, and he'll put a body on Gamble, loses the ball. Dance from behind, says, "This is my house." And play it all day. Dance. And Shaq Dance, second block. 6 on the shot clock. Pull up, kiss off the window, no, and Green with the rebound. It is a forced shot by Dyson. .71 ticks left. Collins with a big screen. He checked in for the Firebirds. Green pulls up 3. Wraps around the iron, and Kenny Collins nearly with the rebound, and that's Dante Green's.
And Dyson
4-3.
going up right there with the slam over DJ Thomas for the alley-oop.
Green is 0 for 4 from 3, still shooting the ball, and the Cows trail by 1. Gamble. And we have a foul on the floor. I'll say the foul is on Corey Boyd.
She got Gamble's arm right there. She was getting ready to pump fake and go into a layup.
It's 70-69, Flying Cows. Gamble with the chance to tie the game and misses the free throw. Gamble's 3 for 6. Gamble with 15 points. Makes it 16 on the second. We're tied at 70. Inside of a minute. Just like last night's NBA playoff game, OKC and Indiana. Collins, and it's off of the Cows, Kenny Collins. The man that built this gym at St. Aug's, Kenny Collins, from right here in Raleigh. Dance into Thomas. 7 seconds separate shot clock and game clock.
What a move right there by Thomas.
Nice scissor dribble, drops it off to Green. Little floater, no. Clay with the rebound. Boyd.
Dyson.
No shot clock, tied at 70. How will we go into investment money quarter? Dyson. Over to Sledge. Sledge for three, yes. 1.6. Green puts it up. 0 for 4. And that's the end of the quarter. Flying Cows take the lead in the final seconds of quarter number 3.
At 5M Properties, we make your real estate dreams a reality. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our team is committed to providing personalized solutions and expert guidance every step of the way. We specialize in connecting you with properties that fit your vision, budget, and lifestyle. With 5 million properties, it's more than a transaction. It's about building trust and lasting relationships. Visit 5mproperties.biz today to find your perfect property or partner with us to sell your home.
Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh Midtown, where comfort meets convenience. Located just minutes from downtown Raleigh, our hotel offers a perfect blend of style, sophistication, and southern hospitality. Relax in our modern guest rooms, indulge in exceptional dining, or host your next event in our versatile meeting spaces. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown and experience the best of Raleigh in style.
Welcome back inside St. Aug's University. PD Norris, Corey Frazier here. Fidelity Investments Money Quarter starting here with the Flying Cows with a 3-point advantage, 73-70. Corey, interesting fact here in this contest. At the end of one, the Cows led 30-27. At the halftime, it's 56-53. Going into the fourth quarter, it's 73-70. All 3 quarters, 3-point game. Flying Cows way. The fourth quarter, the table will turn, the crowd will get lit, and the Firebirds will win by 3 or more in quarter number 4.
As we saw last night, if you were watching the finals, it doesn't matter at all if you were leading the entire time. It only matters if you're leading when the clock says 0-0-0, as Raleigh has 12 more minutes of basketball to be played. They're only down by 3. This game has been back and forth the entire game. Is anybody's ball game, people.
Firebirds shooting 11 for 19 from 3. Flying Cows with Sledge is 2 for 7. They're 9 for 16. Firebirds shooting an impressive 48%. The Cows 44%. Both teams evenly at 29 and 30% from 3. Firebirds with advantage on the free throw line, 57%. Cows 56%. Rebounds 4 for the Cows, advantage over the Firebirds, 37-33. 13 assists for the Cows, 11 for the Firebirds. 7 steals for the Cows, 3 for the Firebirds. 6 blocks for the Firebirds, 2 for the Cows. Turnovers, Firebirds 15, Cows with 11. Points in the paint, 40 for the Firebirds, 36 for the Cows. Second chance points, 13 for the Cows, 2 for the Firebirds. Fast break points, 18 Cows, 4 Firebirds. Bench points, Cows 28 and Firebirds 22. And the fourth quarter is underway from Raleigh. Dyson driving on the Harrell, pulls back out. And Green with the big rebound for the Firebirds. That will be the difference in quarter number 4. for the Firebirds. How Green can rebound, but he can't turn it over.
Guys, miscommunication yet again by the Firebirds. Can't afford a turnover like that in this fourth quarter.
Scott guarded tightly by Thomas, and Dyson misses the three, and Collins was right on Dyson. And the ball went on top of the backboard, and the Firebirds get the ball. We'll see how Coach Antonio Davis does the rotation with Daquan Antoine and Shaq Dance. Collins drops it off the Green, but bounce passes it off the big man's knee. Dyson got away with the travel, but he gets 2. 5-point advantage. Cows. Thomas going around the green screen. With a runner, too hard. Big rebound, Cows. Dyson up and under. Shots blocked, stays right with it. Goes back up and gets a roll.
Man, you gotta be looking to see a timeout right here from Antonio Davis.
Firebirds call a timeout. Trailing 77-70. The 4-0 run for the Cows. We'll see what Coach Antonio Davis makes the adjustments right here as Ahmad is on the bench. DJ Thomas in the game for the Firebirds. Petey Doris, Corey Frazier. Corey, need a stop right here. Need some kind of offense to get the fans off of their behinds and on their feet to make some noise. We can't let it be the Ed Dyson show from Austin Peay State University.
Yes, the Firebirds have to get Shaq Dance back in this game. He's been keeping them in this game along with Daquan Antoine and Julian Gamble. Those three have to be in the game for the Firebirds. You just give them some type of offensive life right now, and they have to play defense like they were playing in that third quarter. They have to play that same level of defense, if not higher.
10:38 left in the fourth quarter. Firebirds with the backs against the wall. They led for 7 minutes and 20 seconds in the third quarter by as many as 3. They trailed it by 3 as the horn sounded in quarter number 3. Firebirds come out with the same 5. Collins, Thomas, Harold, Green, and Dance. Thomas slowly bringing it up. Left side to Dance. Dance is double teamed. Baseline's cut off. Mason Harrell goes up and he's fouled. The foul will go against Scott. You see Ed Dyson talking to Joseph Pettiford about the call when he had the ball at the other end.
Harold misses the first.
Harold misses both free throws. You'd expect the Cows to slow it down here. Up by 7 on the road in game 1 of the best of 3. Thomas with the steal. Thomas straight to the cup, right over Kyle Stewart. And that's Thomas's 4th point.
Thomas just ripping it from him right there and taking it the other way. He tries to give this Firebirds offense life right now.
Sledge hands it off. Around dropping it off. Nice. Unable to connect, and the Firebirds get the ball as Corey Boyd. Green.
And Dyson tried to flush it over Dante Green as Harold fouled at the other end.
Dyson tried to put Green on the poster. Ran out of ink as he went up. (77-72). Mason Harold to the line, missed his last two. Makes the first.
Nice. Dante Green saying wouldn't be his first time playing in the NBA. You're going to get dunked on, especially as a big man.
Mason Harold's second free throw is off the mark, down by 2 possessions. Here in the fourth quarter, inside of 10 minutes. Sledge gets the feed from Daniels. Dyson to Sledge. 3, nice look. Green with a rebound. Dance. Splitting them to Green. Green for 3. Yes! And that's all it takes, the big man, to get one. And he got it here in the fourth quarter. He is 1 for 5 from 3. 1 point advantage.
Dyson holds it, gets the screen right there as he gets ripped by Green, and it stays with the Flying Cows. Four seconds on the shot clock as Raleigh looking to get a pivotal stop right now.
Need a stop and a 3 real big. Bradshaw back in Green and staying right with the ball. The Firebirds get it.
And what a pass by Thomas.
Collins lays it up, and the Firebirds with a 1-point lead. 78-77.
This crowd in Emory Gymnasium is coming alive right now.
8-2 run since the 10-minute, 13-second timeout. Sledge hands it off to Adams. Adam driving. Thomas. Thomas is stripped. Great defense by Daniels. Finds Adam in the corner. 3 is wide open, and Mason Harold.
Stewart able to knock it down right there as he shuts down that run by Raleigh. Up by 2. Reaching the middle of this fourth quarter as a pass again. Harold lost it.
Fatigue is setting in with Mason Harold. Sledge misses Thomas.
As Thomas don't know who he was throwing it to right there. As a costly possession for the Firebirds.
Looks like Sam Darnold out there seeing ghost. Thinking Kenny Collins in the corner. That was the last possession. As all the little kiddos are exiting in their tie-dye shirts. It's a good way to keep an eye on all the kids. Put them all in the same clothes. Just remember, you got 48, not 24.
Yeah, it's a lot of tie-dye running across Emory Gymnasium as we head into what should be an instant classic to finish this game. As Dyson has it, spin move was met by Harold.
Late whistle. As the ball was already in the hands, and they give the foul to Mason Harold. It's Mason Harold's 4th, as he averages 4.3 fouls every game.
Harold second in the league in blocks and averaging 4.3 fouls per game. That comes with being such a good rim protector.
Dyson makes the first of 2. Ed Dyson, the third out of Austin P State University, 6'4" power forward. Coming on in the second half for the Cows.
Thomas is bringing it up.
Dyson with 20 unofficially.
Another foul called on Bradshaw. So that'll be his second.
The ball is getting a little wet here. The Shewers hands it off to Dance and lob it in to Gamble. Gamble looking at for the call, and Dance gets it back. The ball does not lie. Thomas spinning, kicking at Collins. Collins in the corner. And the Firebirds trail by 1, 81 points for the Firebirds through 3.5. They trail 82-81.
And what a shot right there by Captain Kenny, knocking it down in the corner. He had a hand up. It didn't matter. Bradshaw loses it. It's just going the other way. Firebirds basketball.
Great defense by Julian Gamble. Little bumping and grinding down there with Bradshaw, and Bradshaw couldn't handle the ball, and the Firebirds with another opportunity to take the lead. They can get a big three right here to electrify the crowd, and Gamble. Two-handed slam, and we got a lead. 83-82. Will Coach Ed Corporal call a timeout? No, he's talking to Shewers coming down the court. Daniels, baseline, back out to Sledge. Left side to Dyson, driving on Collins, up and under, nice take by Dyson. Gamble got away without fouling Dyson. 1 point the other way.
And Dyson able to just adjust midair right there. Saw Gamble down there. Was able to adjust in midair and get the layup to go. Thomas has it.
Thomas gives it a Dance. Dance, nice look. Cash Money Records, baby, all day, every day. 86-84. The lights are going off in Raleigh tonight. If you're just joining us, don't change the dial. Don't change the channel. Stay right here on TBL TV. Sledge over to Dyson. That's who they need to put the ball through. Payne falling to the court. Picks up 2, and we got some condensation from Payne. He's looking for a call. Man, just get down the court. Let's go. Let's play some basketball. Tied at 86.
Continue.
Little Junior Gamble out there, you know, cleaning it up. Little man picking it up for the mid-range. One day we'll see that youngster out here for the Firebirds.
As we continue to see the condensation as Junior Gamble gets some love from the crowd right there for his work and his effort. Collins directing the offense right now.
Thomas. DJ going around the screen by Gamble. Gamble tied up, and we got a foul all day, every day. That's exactly how Bradshaw and Gamble have been matching up. That's the 14th foul for the Flying Cows as Adams checks in for Joseph Bradshaw out of Seminole State. 13 on the shot clock. Gamble dropped his shoulder right on Sledge, and Sledge skied across the court.
And Sledge, an Academy Award performance right there. He knows that there's condensation on the court. Why not use it to your advantage? You know that it's already slippery. If you fall, they're going to call a foul, especially how physical these two big men have played here all game long.
The Sledge is talking to the spectators. Brings it into Daniels. Knotted at 86. Driving. Nice little runner that sinks through for Daniels.
Nobody was home right there for Daniels. Gets that runner to go to put the Flying Cows up by 2.
14 on the shot clock. Thomas driving, spinning, double clutches, gets the foul, and 1.
Daniels going the other way at full speed. Payne has it, throws it to the corner to Dyson.
88 apiece. Sledge couldn't connect. Nice defense by Gamble.
The big man will go coast to coast.
Man advantage, and Gamble is fouled.
And what a sequence right there, Petey. 2 of the smallest guards, 2 of the smallest guys on the team for either side on the court getting contact layups. So Abdullah obviously very frustrated by something and letting the refs hear it.
When Sledge came down there, he came and split between the 2 players. But Sledge walked right through Gamble and Mason Harrell. That's what he's frustrated about. Shewers doesn't see that, but she sits there and gives Ahmad Abdullah the warning when their player walks right through our 2 players when we're in a team huddle.
If there's one thing I learned in school, if the teacher didn't see it, it doesn't matter.
She's just teeing up everybody right now.
There's putting the T in TBL right now. There's T's all over the place.
So the double technical on Sledge and Gamble. 89-88, Firebirds way. Gamble doesn't make the second, but makes the first.
89-88. Reaching the end of this 4th quarter right now. Both these teams playing a very hard-fought game of basketball.
Daniels goes around Thomas. And we got a whistle. Thomas picking up the foul. Late whistle. Now she give Raleigh a delay of game warning. 3:45 left. Let's see if we can get this game over with in the next 10 minutes and not the next 4 hours. Daniels makes the free throw. We're knotted at 89.
As what was a fast-paced game of basketball is now turned into free throw roulette right now here late in this 4th quarter.
Firebirds are 3rd in the TBL, averaging 23 points. And the Flying Cows 6th in the TBL, averaging 119, and we're a long way from either one of those. 3:39 left. 1 point advantage. Flying Cows 90-89. Driving. And we have a whistle, and Dance will shoot 2. They'll give it to Dyson. And Dyson with his second. 23 points for Dyson tonight. Shaq Dance makes the first. We're knotted at 90.
As a lot of free throws have been shot here in these past 2 minutes of play. Dance with 21 on the night, looking to make it 22 to go along with 7 rebounds and 3 assists. What a game by Dance here thus far. He does make it 22.
91-90. Closing in on the final score. Inside of 3.5 minutes. Dyson doesn't connect. Mason Harold. Firebirds with the 1-point advantage. Need to slow it down. Pick up a bucket here. Daquan Ahmad. 10 on the shot clock. On the mismatch. Gamble.
What a pass.
Daquan steps in mid-range. No. Gamble with the rebound.
As it wasn't a shot clock violation as the ball hit the rim.
The ball hit the rim. It should be Firebirds ball. So it's Firebirds ball.
2:54 on the clock. 14 on the game clock.
Is the next dead ball. Kyle Stewart will check in. They'll get it into Ahmad. Ahmad pulls up. And stays right with the Firebirds off of the leg of the Flying Cows. We got a timeout in Raleigh, 91-90, 2:44 left. You're listening and watching TBL Basketball on TBL TV.
At Pivot Physical Therapy, we don't just treat injuries, we transform lives. Our expert therapists are passionate about helping you move beyond pain and unlock your full potential. With cutting-edge techniques and a personalized approach, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't settle for limits. Pivot toward a stronger, healthier you. Visit pivotphysicaltherapy.com today and take the first step toward your comeback. At TFSNC, we are dedicated to transforming lives and strengthening communities across North Carolina. Through comprehensive support, education, and empowerment programs, we equip individuals and families with the tools they need to overcome challenges and achieve lasting success. We're breaking down barriers, creating opportunities, and building brighter futures. Join us at tfsnc.org and be a part of the change today.
Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh Midtown, where comfort meets convenience. Located just minutes from downtown Raleigh, our hotel offers a perfect blend of style, sophistication, and southern hospitality. Relax in our modern guest rooms, indulge in exceptional dining, or host your next event in our versatile meeting spaces. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown and experience the best of Raleigh in style.
Welcome back to Raleigh PD Doors. Corey Frazier here, 91-90, 2:44 left. Firebirds with the ball with just 14 on the shot clock. Corey, it's been a 3-point game back and forth all night. And the Firebirds with a 1-point advantage with 2.5 minutes to go. You have to slow down because you don't want to play in the hands of them.
Yes. Raleigh, the lineup they got coming out here as they got Julian Gamble out here. Probably look to get him the ball, get him on isolation with Sledge. Him and Sledge have been battling all game and either go to the line or convert.
On a shot clock. Ahmad will inbound it on the baseline. Comes into
At
Harold.
TFSNC, we are dedicated to
And on the foul, give it to Sledge. And Gamble. Put us in the lead. Can he keep us in the lead? 2:37 left. Sledge still talking to Shewers on the sideline. Sledge will exit as Corey Boyd 6'9" comes in for the 6'8" Sledge.
It's Gamble.
Gamble gets his own rebound.
5 for 11 from the free throw line.
Gamble misses both free throws, gets his own rebound. Moving slow off the free throw line, the 35-year-old power forward gets the rebound. Firebirds reset the offense with 12 seconds. Daquan saw the way and goes up and is blocked.
Stewart met him right at the rim on that one.
Payne driving, kicking it. Over to Stewart. Stewart for three. No. Gamble with the rebound.
Dance will slow it down.
With 2 minutes left, you got to eat these 18 seconds. Dance couldn't connect.
Dance 4 for 7 on the night from the free throw line. Able to get to the line a lot here in this one. Been very aggressive going to the rim. A 66% free throw shooter on the year. He knocks down the first one to put the Firebirds up by 2. Sledge checks in for Stewart. Wait. Daniels coming in for Payne. So they're going to go with a Daniels and Scott lineup. Dance knocks down the second. Firebirds up by 3 with a minute 59 left to go. A playoff basketball here in Raleigh. Daniels has it. Gives it to Scott. Scott rejected by Gamble.
And the Firebirds lead 93-90 with the ball and a timeout. We're going to take it with him. You're listening to Raleigh Firebirds basketball on TBL TV.
At York Properties, we have been a trusted partner in real estate and property management in the Triangle for over a century. As a family-owned business, we prioritize building lasting relationships, supporting our community, and providing exceptional service with integrity. Whether you're buying, leasing, managing, or investing, York Properties is your dedicated partner every step of the way. Experience York. Visit yorkproperties.com to learn more.
Welcome to Jack's Seafood and Soul Food, where flavor meets tradition. We bring you the finest seafood and soul food, crafted with care and inspired by time-honored recipes. From our perfectly seasoned shrimp to our mouth-watering collard greens, every dish reflects our commitment to quality and authenticity. Whether you're dining in or ordering online, Jack's is your destination for a truly unforgettable meal. Experience soul food like never before. Visit us at jacksseafoodandsoulfood.com to learn more and place your order today.
Welcome back inside St. Aug's University. 1:43 left, 3-point game. Firebirds way over to Fredrick. Flying Cows. Like I said, Corey, first quarter 3 points. Frederick's way, 37-27. Halftime, 56-53. Third quarter, 70-73. Firebirds got a 3-point lead, closing out the fourth quarter. Put your money in the bank.
Yes.
1:55 left. Firebirds will have the ball. And
Petey, this is what we play for right here. This is where it matters. Firebirds up by 3, a minute 55 to go here in game 1, round 2 here in this Eastern Conference Finals. The Firebirds looking to take home game 1 here at home.
not sure what's up with the horn if it's broke, but it's continuous.
It's the horn. Seems to really They Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar right now. As we finally get the horn to go off.
This is like a Kendrick Lamar and Drake affair going on here. Little hatred between Sledge and Gamble. But now they'll get Sledge will be on the bench. Oh, he's over in the corner. But Corey Boyd on. So Shaq Dance will come into play. Finds DJ Thomas. He'll get it in the front court and he'll slow it up. Shores blew the whistle and she realized so Firebirds will have the ball with 1:50 left. Shaq Dance will come into play right in front of the Firebirds bench. Up by 3, comes in Ahmad. Get the ball back with 13 on the shot clock. You can put a dagger in here. Dance for 3. Boom! Woo! Firebirds up by 6. The crowd's on their feet. Shaq Dance. Nice steal. And the Firebirds get the turnover. That Mac Daddy Shaq, baby. Mac Daddy Shaq. Thomas. Drops it off. Come on. They'll pull it back out. Gamble with 9. Dance. One more 3. And that's it, baby. Shaq, baby, Shaq.
And Shaq.
Shaq with 6 threes.
Puts the dagger in Fredrick. Up by 9. 1:06 to play.
And tonight, Shaq's going to be our player of the game. We'll have Shaq right here with a big interview tonight after this game.
As Shaq goes to the same spot of the court, shoots it from the NCAA, and knocks it down not once, but twice.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we're committed to providing exceptional dental care for patients of all ages in a warm, welcoming environment. From preventive cleanings to advanced restorative and cosmetic treatments, our experienced team is here to help you achieve a healthy, confident smile. We combine state-of-the-art technology with a personalized approach, ensuring your comfort and care come first. Visit CardinalFamilyDentistry.com today. At Pivot Physical Therapy, we don't just treat injuries, we transform lives. Our expert therapists are passionate about helping you move beyond pain and unlock your full potential. With cutting-edge techniques and a personalized approach, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't settle for limits. Pivot toward a stronger, healthier you. Visit PivotPhysicalTherapy.com today and take the first step toward your comeback.
Welcome back to Raleigh, 99-90 with 1:10 left. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, this is Raleigh Firebirds basketball as Shaq Dance with 6 straight points for the Firebirds, iced up the dagger and put it into play for the Raleigh Firebirds to go up 1-0. Petey Doris, Corey Frazier here. As you guys just tuning in, it's been a dance party tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Shaq Dance, you can't take nothing from the guard. The guy has been on since the opening tip, and he is your Pivot Physical Therapy Player of the Game.
As Dance been absolutely on fire for the Firebirds, no pun intended there, as he continues to bring offense to this team.
With 1:10 left, the Cows get the ball into play. They'll be forcing up some big threes, just need a big body down low. Nice take to the cup, and Dyson with a one-handed slam, 99-92. And we have a foul be on Scott. We'll have an interview with Shaq Dance as soon as the game is over. Shaq Dance, 83% from the field, 31 points. He's 5 from 5 from 3 tonight. That is a stat line that I have not yet. You know, the guy has missed 2 buckets all night.
Yeah, it's the epitome of being in the zone. As in a playoff atmosphere, in a playoff setting, you have to have performances like that if you want to win, especially against a team like the Fredrick Flying Cows.
Firebirds put up 100. Daquan Antoine with 15 points. It's been a veteran presence tonight for the Raleigh Firebirds with a 3 missed by the Cows and in the backcourt, and it's smart play by Daquan Antoine to take it off of the leg of Scott. 192, 48.4 left. Ahmad Abdullah. Get it into Shaq Dance. Dance will push it up before the 8-second violation, and we got a foul with 40 seconds left.
Antoine, 82% free throw shooter. That's the guy you want at the line for Raleigh, as this game is all but over at this point with 40 seconds left and an 8-point lead for the Firebirds. Antoine knocks it down to boost the lead up to 9. Antoine had himself a night with 15 points to go along with 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Kind of struggled from the field, but still made the shots when it mattered, as he now has 16, and the lead is up to 10. Scott goes up with it, throws up a prayer. His prayer gets answered.
It's 102-94 with 31 seconds left, and Gamble gets it across the timeline. Gamble lobs it up to Harold. Harold with a 2-handed slam. That's pretty much starting to spread the icing on the cake. Driving, switching hands, missing the layup, volleying, Dyson for 3, yes. 7-point game with 13 seconds left. We got a timeout. Raleigh with 13.8 left. We're going to take it with him. You're listening to Firebirds basketball on TBL TV.
At TFSNC, we are dedicated to transforming lives and strengthening communities across North Carolina. Through comprehensive support, education, and empowerment programs, we equip individuals and families with the tools they need to overcome challenges and achieve lasting success. We're breaking down barriers, creating opportunities, and building brighter futures. Join us at tfsnc.org and be a part of the change today.
Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh Midtown, where comfort meets convenience. Located just minutes from downtown Raleigh, our hotel offers a perfect blend of style, sophistication, and southern hospitality. Relax in our modern guest rooms, indulge in exceptional dining, or host your next event in our versatile meeting spaces. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown and experience the best of Raleigh in style.
Welcome back to St. Albans University. 13.8 on the clock. 104-97. Dyson with a big 3 there to put himself up to 28 points tonight. PD Doors Corey Frazier here. Firebirds looking to take a 1-0 advantage over the Flying Cows with the finals Game 2 and Game 3 in Fredrick on Sunday and Monday. They'll get it in to DJ Thomas, and he is held at the lowest center of gravity by Damian Daniels. Thomas will, so you can hear the crowd saying, hey, hey, goodbye. The Cows come in, they put up a good game. We can't take nothing from either one of these teams, Corey. You know, it's a 3-point advantage the whole time. The entire time is back and forth. The biggest lead for the Fredrick Flying Cows was 10. The Firebirds' biggest lead was 10 also.
Just great play from both teams as the Firebirds just able to just pull away there. As DJ Thomas will just dribble it out.
And that's the end. The final score, 107-97 over the Flying Cows from Raleigh. They take a 1-point lead in the best of 3. As we got Shaq Dance coming to this podium here for our player.
Discover the joy of handcrafted perfection at Lumpy's Ice Cream. Each scoop is made with the finest, freshest ingredients, bringing you flavors that are bold, rich, and unforgettable. From classic favorites to unique creations, every bite is a celebration of quality and care. Whether you're treating yourself or creating memories with loved ones, Lumpy's is where smiles are made. Order your favorite flavors today at lumpysicecream.square.site and experience ice cream the way it should be.
Welcome to High Level Media, North Carolina's only high school and collegiate streaming company that offers monetization for your games. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home while helping you boost your school's sports program. We bring all the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition with me, PD Doris, and my team announcing play-by-play and color commentating. How'd you get a hold of High Level Media to call the games for your high school, junior college, or semi-professional team? Go to highlevelmedianc.com to fill out the form today and get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, online streaming, and raising money for your team. Welcome back to Raleigh, North Carolina. PD Doris, Corey Frazier. We have your pivot physical therapist, player of the game, Mr. Shaq Dance, dancing his way into game 2 with a 1-game advantage against the Fredrick Flying Cows. Shaq, what a performance tonight from you. You've been with the Raleigh Firebirds since day 1. And in pregame, I told Corey, we need to see a veteran presence today. You, Daquan, or Ahmad, and you stepped up 31 points. You were 10 from 12 from the field, 5 from 7 from 2, and a perfect from behind arc. Take us through the last, you hit the both threes right there. Mm-hmm. Take us through what coming out of the timeout to Coach Antonio Davis. What was drawn up in that play?
Well, as a team, we pretty much know what we've been doing. Like you said, we've been here for a few years. We know what we like to run in situations like that. At the end of the day, man, just with us, it's a no-quit mentality, and it's a put pressure on the defense mentality the whole game. So that's what I wanted to do, especially with my mindset coming into the playoffs as a whole. All season, I feel like I've just been kind of getting ready for the playoffs, just kind of settling sometimes with my jump shot. And I already had a mindset that going into the playoffs that I was just going to put extreme pressure on the defense and just get downhill, get to the rack, make it hard on them. So I wouldn't say it was necessarily a thing that we drew up. It was just us running our stuff, me trying to be aggressive and put pressure on the defense. You
said it perfect. In the last game against Tampa Bay, you were also our pivot physical therapist player of the game. The half-court shot, the Steph Curry you pulled up right before the quarter ended in that game. You come out in that game and have a phenomenal game. And I just want to congratulate you. What a game tonight. There's multiple times during the broadcast. We knew where the ball was. Shaq Dance was right there. You hustled. You gave it all. You weren't going to lose this game. If you guys lost this game, you weren't going to leave it because you didn't try. Absolutely. I just want to congratulate you on that. But Shaq, at the end of the first quarter, you guys trailed by as many as 10 points. At end of 1, it was a 3-point game. At halftime, it was a 3-point game. At third quarter, it's a 3-point game. And I said right before the Fidelity Investments money quarter, we were going to win by 3 or more. And right here, we got a 105-97 victory. What does this mean for the Firebirds going into the game with the absence of Draco Palmer throughout the playoffs?
Well, obviously, anybody who's watched Firebird basketball know how much of a hit it was for us to lose Draco. Obviously, Draco's a huge piece of what we want to do. He makes life easy for everybody on the team with his scoring ability, his defense. So obviously that's a big, that's something that we really, really miss. But as a team, man, obviously we're not going to give up. Like you said, we got leaders like Quan, me, Ahmad, and then obviously you got Julian, Julian, who comes with so much experience, who comes with so much calmness. And what this does for us is shows us that we could beat anybody on any given night as long as we come out, execute the way we want to do, play ball, and get Shaq Dance the ball, man.
Yeah, the party's dancing right here through Shaq Dance. Corey, you have a couple questions for Shaq?
Yeah, I do. As Shaq saw here, you had 31 points to go along with 7 rebounds and 2 blocks and 3 assists as well, whereas a very well-rounded game for you. How I noticed, especially in that second half, you were a lot more aggressive on the defensive end. What went into kind of just making those adjustments on the defensive end against a very good Fredrick offense?
Well, they was hitting a couple shots in the first half, but we didn't think they threw anything at us that we couldn't counter or we couldn't, get a stop on. So we felt confident that we could get stops when we needed. Anybody who knows basketball knows that you're not going to win any games with just offense. You need defense. And me, personally, I come into every basketball game wanting their best player. I want to make him remember the night that he played me. And I take that personally upon myself. I know the team takes defense personally, so we just try to come out and get it done. We know what we can do, so we just try to make sure we get it done.
All right, Shaq.
All right, Shaq, it was a great game. Got a big dub tonight on the Fredrick on Sunday and try to bring it home and rematch like we did last year in the Eastern Finals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to bring it home.
All right, Shaq, good luck, and thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was your Pivot Physical Therapist Player of the Game, Mr. Shaq Dance, tonight. Lighten it up, lighten up the stats, picking up the big dub, and the Firebirds move on with a 1-game advantage over the Fredrick Flying Cows. We're going to come right back here with final stats and facts and figures of the first half and the second half after a word from our presenting sponsor, Hilton North Raleigh.
Welcome to Hilton North Raleigh Midtown, where comfort meets convenience. Located just minutes from downtown Raleigh, our hotel offers a perfect blend of style, sophistication, and southern hospitality. Relax in our modern guest rooms, indulge in exceptional dining, or host your next event in our versatile meeting spaces. Whether you're here for business or leisure, our amenities and attentive service ensure a seamless stay. Book your stay today at hilton.com/North Raleigh Midtown and experience the best of Raleigh in style.
Welcome back to St. Aug's University. Raleigh Firebirds defeated the Flying Cows 105-97. Petey Norris, Corey Frazier here inside St. Aug's University. Corey, Firebirds up 1-0, moving on to Fredericksburg on Sunday.
Discover the joy of handcrafted perfection at Lumpy
Cows. But, we take a look. Shaq Dance with the media down there. Get a big interview. Great performance by him tonight. But, we can't take nothing from the Flying Cows. They come in. They lit it up. They did what they do good. Both teams, Frederick Flying Cows, 23-3 on the year. Raleigh Firebirds, right there with them, 17-3. So, you can't – both teams shooting well. Firebirds finished with shooting 52%. Flying Cows shot 42%. Firebirds from the perimeter with 45%, 30% from 3 for the Flying Cows. Free throws, Flying Cows had an advantage 13 for 20. Firebirds shot 37 free throws, 21 of those going in. Firebirds out-rebounded the Flying Cows 49-47. 19 assists for the Firebirds, 14 for the Flying Cows, 12 steals for the Flying Cows, 7 for the Firebirds. 8 blocks for the Firebirds, 3 for the Cows. Cows with 16 turnovers, Firebirds with 24. Points in the paint, Firebirds 50, Flying Cows 50. Evenly matched there. Second chance points, Firebirds only 2, Flying Cows with 20. And, we got a final score of 105-97. You want to go through the individual box scores tonight, Corey?
Shaq Dance leading the way was our player of the game with 31 points to go along with 7 rebounds and 3 assists. Trailing right behind him is Daquan Antoine, 17 points to go along with 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And then on the opposite end for the Fredrick Flying Cows, Eric Dyson III with 28 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And then trailing right behind him, the guard out of Abilene Christian, Davian Daniels, with 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Well, Ryan, you can't take nothing from Ed Dyson III. 28 points. He had a 3 right there towards the end of the game that, got within 6 points for the Cows. But it was a little too late, a little too long. But the big difference tonight, is how Julian Gamble matched up with Dyson. With Sledge down low. He really got frustrated. He got under Sledge's skin and just pretty much, got him off his game. Sledge, can't take nothing for that guy. He come in tonight, great stats. He had 10 rebounds tonight. Him and Mason Harrell led the way in the rebound category. Julian Gamble with 9 and Dante Green with 8 for the Raleigh Firebirds. But, this series is a good chance to go all 3. And Game 2 is in Fredrick, Maryland on Sunday. You can catch it right here on TBL TV. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in on tonight's matchup. Your final score from Raleigh. The Raleigh Firebirds defeated the Fredrick Flying Cows 105-97. Like I said, next game is June 8th at 7 o'clock. You can watch it right on TBL.TV/Firebirds to catch all the action for the remaining 2 games in this series before the Firebirds are back home. The winner advances. The losers go home. Tonight, the Flying Cows head back north, down 1-0 with the home game on Sunday. For Petey Doris, Corey Frazier, and Jamea are...
This has been a copyrighted production of High Level Media, all rights reserved. For full season coverage of your favorite high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports teams in North Carolina, visit highlevelmedianc.com.